Welcome to another tutorial with B. Today we're going to talk about how to improve your open rate and your click rate in your email marketing campaigns. So specifically your newsletter, for example, how you can actually increase that. So I'm going to give you 5 tips for the best subject line, because that's really like the key thing for the open rate. There are more that I could talk about, but I want to focus on the subject line today and how to make your subject line amazing. How to nail it, how people cannot resist but open that email. And then I want to talk you through the click rate and how you can improve your click rate. What is the click rate actually? I'm going to quickly go into that. The click rate is the amount of clicks that people if they click through your email, like on a button or on your social icon or anything that they can click on in your email, like an image that they could click on. So that is the click rate. And of course the click rates are amazing, because you want to make sure, firstly you want to make sure that people open your email. So that's why we want to have a great subject line. And once they see your email, they open your email, that they're saying, oh, I want to buy that product, I want to download that ebook, I want to find out more about that event, I want to buy that chocolate. Could be anything that obviously you are doing, whoever's watching. So let's start with the subject line. So firstly, it's super important, and I cannot emphasize enough on this, because it's the personalization in the subject line is so important. Like having something you cannot always incorporate it, but if you can, and that's not only the subject line, that's also obviously in the body of the email. But if you have something, Thomas, here are 5 things you need to know for the new year, something along those lines, or here are 5 things that will, Thomas, here are 5 things that will change your life. Obviously, word it to whatever you want it, but incorporating that. Thomas, here are 5 mistakes I recommend. Here are 5 mistakes you should avoid doing when. Right. So personalization is super, super important. Also, another thing that you could do is what you don't know about, and then you could also put Thomas at the beginning. Let's stay with Thomas here. What you don't know about buying a home, what you don't know about starting a business, what you don't know about your employees. You could come up with anything. I'm just giving you something, that people this is something people will be, what don't I know, right? Because I know everything, right? So obviously you wanna find out. And I could talk about this topic forever, but about email marketing and how to keep the newsletter really entertaining, sharp, so people are looking forward to it, and that you have a really good open rate. Anyways, let's get back to the topic. So another thing would be another thing you could do along those lines. You asked, we delivered, and that could be something. Here are 10 tips how to improve your fitness in 5 minutes. Coming up with something random, but it's another really an intriguing subject line, because you think what did I ask? Using stats and numbers in your statistics in your subject line is also really good. People usually like number 7 or 3 or 5. And I realized I'm using 10 here now. I've got 10 tips, so maybe I should be working on my own strategy. I just realized. Although I think actually 10 is a good number. Personally, I like it. But so yes, use any statistics. 78% of people check out social media before they actually make a buying purchase. That's a statistic that we use all the time. Make it exclusive. If you have a special offer, I know we are going to launch a special offer soon, so I'm going to make that very exclusive. It's not going to be launched to everyone. It's going to be only for specific people. So that is something, if you have something like that, obviously make it exclusive. But if you have like an exclusive ebook for specific people, like, like make it really targeted, the ebook that home buyers must have before they buy their first home. Yeah, I mean, obviously you can change this to yourself. Like, I'm not going to waffle on too long here, because otherwise you're going to lose interest, and we don't want that. So let's move over to the click rate. So the click rate, make sure that you have links. I know this is so simple, but have links to like an event, to your website, to your ebook, to your social media, to your latest blogs, like anything like that. Just make sure that you have it in there, and then make sure that they are visible. So have them in buttons, have buttons at the bottom, or obviously hyperlink, read more here, but then also put them into images, hyperlink images, because a lot of people, like, they go through, and if you want to go to more depth into this, you can go into the reports of your, like, MailChimp is really good at that. They show you the click map, and then sometimes people click on the image, or they click at certain areas, and you think, what are they doing there? But it's because they want to click on something that they're interested in, but there is no link to be clicked. So that might be something for you to look into. And I know other marketing providers do that too. But yeah, so go in there and have a look how you could improve that. Like, where can you insert links? Urgency. You could. That's another way to improve the not the open rate. Also actually the open rate. You could put that into the subject line, but also for the click. This link will expire in 24 hours, 3 days, whatever. And you could also have a countdown in there. Like, there is like something that you can incorporate. It's a bit more high tech. So if you want more help with that, get in touch. But it's incorporating like an actual countdown. This offer is still valid for another, and it ticks down basically. Okay, so let's just recap. So firstly, the subject line. So we're gonna have personalization in there. We have what you don't know about. Thirdly, you asked, we delivered. Using stats and numbers is number 4. Number 5 is exclusivity. Now, moving over to the click rate. Number 1 is make sure that you actually have links in your email, because it's so bad if you don't have any links in there, because then you're never going to have a good click rate. Have buttons. Make sure that, or anything that really stands out to them, how they can click it, like make it obvious to them. Urgency. This link is expiring in 24 hours. And I received an email like that just the other day, and I was like, oh, better, be quick with this. Link your images, and also possibly have a countdown if you have a special offer and it's only available until that time, include a countdown in your newsletter. I hope this helps, and I'll see you next time.